Well, it looks like game recognizes game that was recognizing gay. We've already covered Gary Beekler, aka Nerdrotic, and his amazing humiliation of the Star Trek franchise, destroying the online live viewership for the premiere of Starfleet Academy with nothing more than a live stream of a still image of a Spock action figure sitting on the back of a chair.
Dismissed, rejected, publicly humiliated.
But apparently, we're not the only ones that noticed that, folks. A lot of people have, including Fox News' Greg Gutfeld, aka the #1 late-night host on television today. The humiliation for Paramount and Starfleet Academy only deepens, and we're going to talk about it today on the M4 Empire. But before we get into that, if you want to be a bigger part of our community here on the M4 Empire, I advise you to check out our live streams where you can interact with me more directly Tuesday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and Thursday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'd love to have you as part of our community. All right, without any further ado, let's dive into this development because Fox News' Greg Gutfeld shouts out Nerdrotic after Spock action figure livestream humiliates Star Trek Starfleet Academy. This article comes to us from geeksandgamers.com. I am the author of the article, so let's take a look at what happened. The humiliation of Star Trek Starfleet Academy did not end with a disastrous free YouTube premiere. It escalated all the way to late-night television.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
After Nerdrotic's now infamous live stream featuring nothing more than a Spock action figure sitting in an empty chair outperformed Paramount's official free YouTube premiere, the moment was amplified by Greg Gutfeld, the highest rated host in late-night television. If you're trying to push back on that claim at all, guys, you can't. It's impossible. Greg Gutfeld blows every other late-night host out of the water. Now, that includes Jimmy Kimmel, that includes Stephen Colbert, that includes Seth Meyers, that includes Jimmy Fallon. All of them. None of them can even come close to him, especially Jimmy Kimmel.
Ha! Gay!
Of course, this was a high-profile acknowledgement while discussing the embarrassingly low live numbers for Star Trek Starfleet Academy. Gutfeld delivered a line that immediately went viral.
But some dude, a YouTuber, live streamed Spock action figure sitting in an empty chair, and it got 3 times more viewers.
That some dude is, of course, Gary Beekler, known to millions online as Nerdrotic, one of the biggest YouTubers in our space. Gutfeld didn't just mention the stunt, he displayed a still image from Nerdrotic's Spock livestream on national television, cementing the moment as more than an internet meme. It became a cultural punchline. Guys, it really says something about a creator's reach when they start breaking in from new media into legacy entertainment like this. Gary now has been shouted out on Fox News. He is a periodic panelist over on the Piers Morgan show, along with Jeremy Griggs from Geeks and Gamers and The Critical Drinker. All of them, people are starting to wake up and notice new media, especially at a time when classic legacy dinosaur media is producing things like Starfleet Academy.
It stinks.
So let's recap the chain of events here. Paramount dropped the Starfleet Academy premiere for free on YouTube. The live stream peaked at roughly 1,300 concurrent viewers. When we had written our original article on this, 11 hours had passed. It had been seen by about 16,000 people. That is laughable. Now, the last time when we did the review of Gary's initial live stream, it had reached about 80,000 people, and that had been over a day and a half. That, again, is laughable. It has finally pushed into the 6-figure mark, but guys, it took 2 days to get there. That is insanely embarrassing. We're going to take a look at some comparisons in a second, but hold on. Nerdrotic then launched a test stream featuring a silent Spock action figure. Within under 3 minutes, the Spock stream surpassed Paramount's numbers. The stream ran for 52 minutes and peaked at 3,389 concurrent viewers, and the Spock toy also crushed the premiere in like-to-dislike ratio. Now, how bad has it gotten for Paramount over on that initial YouTube video? Well, let's take a look. Here it is, guys, the premiere of Starfleet Academy, series premiere, Season 1, Episode 1, entitled Kids These Days. It has gotten 113,000 views in 2 days. It has a like-to-dislike ratio of 4.9K likes to 14,000 10,000 dislikes. So there is almost 10,000 more dislikes than there are likes. Guys, that is not what you want to see. Now, 113,000 views, you're probably like, oh, Marv, they're getting up there. You said they had hit 6 figures. They did. Yes, it took them 2 days. Bravo. But let's take a look over at Nerdrotic's channel real quick. All right, Nerdrotic here has 1.24 million subscribers. I will point out that the Paramount Plus YouTube channel has nearly 2 million subscribers. So Kathleen Kennedy quits after destroying Star Wars. Gary has got 384,000 views on that from 20 hours ago. Let's look at this one. Stranger Things 5 is a massive disappointment. 9 days ago, over 500,000 views on this one. 595,000 views. Top 5 Hollywood disasters of 2025, 2 weeks ago, has 694,000 views. Guys, new media creators like Nerdrotic are destroying dinosaur legacy media projects like Starfleet Academy that lean so hard into ideology, that don't give the people what they want, that aren't meeting people where they live, that are doing things based solely on ideological reasons with no thought given to the will of the target audience. Now, Gutfeld's audience size only makes this contrast even worse. Gutfeld's mention of the Spock stream didn't just add visibility to Star Trek's humiliation, it added scale to Nerdrotic's reach here, which was already pretty vast. Gutfeld averages approximately 3.3 million viewers per night, making him the most watched host in late night television. Now, those numbers exceed, and I want you to keep in mind here that Gutfeld is on Fox News, right? A cable channel, whereas the following people that I'm about to read off are all on network television. Those numbers exceed Stephen Colbert at 2.5 million people, Jimmy Kimmel at 2 million. Boy, that comeback faded fast.
I don't like girls.
Seth Meyers at 945,000. Guys, I don't even have Jimmy Fallon's numbers on here because for the life of me, I forgot that he existed when I wrote this article. It was a blissful couple of minutes when I didn't have to remember that the gloriously unfunny Jimmy Fallon existed. However, I have since looked those ratings up and he does average 1.3 million viewers. So guys, they're not even coming anywhere close to Gutfeld. It is absolutely insane. In other words, more people heard about Nerdrotic's Spock toy livestream from Gutfeld than watched Starfleet Academy's actual premiere. And I'd be willing to bet dollars to donuts that includes both on YouTube and on Paramount Plus with 3 million people. Of course, the moment matters because it reveals something Paramount and Alex Kurtzman Star Trek leadership can't easily dismiss. This was not a coordinated campaign. There was no marketing budget for it. There was no corporate amplification. There was no algorithmic boost. Just a YouTuber, a chair, and a plastic Vulcan. And yet, it drew more viewers, generated overwhelmingly positive engagement, sparked discussion across platforms, and earned a shout-out on the most widely watched late-night show in America. And you can see in this image right here, while the live stream was up, it's not up anymore, I don't believe, it got about 2.6K likes to 3 dislikes there. I think eventually it got 5,607 likes compared to 15 dislikes is what I remember seeing. So, guys, it blew it out of the water in terms of critical response. Now, at that point, that Spock action figure stops being a joke and it starts becoming a symbol. And what is it a symbol of? It's a symbol of the rot in modern Star Trek. Because, guys, free premieres are designed to eliminate friction. They're supposed to inflate interest, not expose the indifference of an audience that has long since moved on. When audiences skip a free episode of Star Trek but eagerly tune in to watch nothing happen, the problem isn't access, it's relevance. And make no mistake about it, people weren't watching this Spock action figure because they thought it was interesting or wanted to watch a Spock action figure. It was a form of protest. It was a form of shouting back in Paramount's face, we do not want what you're giving us. And it was brilliantly executed. The message is loud and clear, and now it was amplified by the single biggest voice in late-night television. Now, Greg Gutfeld didn't create this narrative. Nerdrotic didn't manufacture this narrative. They simply held up a mirror to Paramount and Star Trek and Alex Kurtzman, and guess what? That reflection was not flattering. The audience has spoken, folks. Now it's just a matter of whether or not Paramount is willing to hear it, whether or not Alex Kurtzman is going to continue to destroy Star Trek, or whether or not there might be any hope for Trekkies worldwide.
Don't
what?
give me hope.
What do you guys think? I know some of you in the comments have told me that you like this show. If you do, I'm happy for you.
There are dozens of us. Dozens!
I don't personally like it. I've made it through about 15 minutes of it, and I hated every second of it. I'm going to try to watch it this weekend because I do want to give you guys a review of it. But I want to know your thoughts. Sound off in the comments below, and let me know. And also, please, guys, make sure you are subscribed to our gaming channel, M4 Empire Gaming. That's where we do all of our video game live streams, and we would love to have you there. We definitely go live every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right before the Geeks and Gamers Play live stream, where I am usually also at as well. So make sure you subscribe and click the bell, because I do like to go live with game streams kind of randomly throughout the week as well. Also, please make sure you check out our live streams Tuesday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the M4cast AM, and then Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the M4cast, our live stream pop culture podcast where we talk movies and comics and TV shows and all that other great fun stuff. From all of us here at the M4 Empire, I thank you for your attention, and we'll catch you in the next one.